Hey everybody, this is Vinny with ExcelDistanceCalculators.com, home of some of the most useful and versatile Excel tools out there. My goal this week is to provide you one of our new and fantastic tools, which hopefully will make your life a little bit easier, will allow you to automate certain processes and remove human error from a lot of your day-to-day operations. So the tool that we want to go over today is a CO2 carbon emission calculator tool in Excel. So the purpose of this tool is to calculate the CO2 or carbon emission in the trucking industry based on your trip and based on the weight. So again, for those who are not familiar with my tools, all my tools are built in Excel, and as such there is nothing to install. All you need is Excel. In this case we use Google Maps and Carbon interface, and I'll have a separate video on how to set those accounts up, but once you have those keys for those accounts, then the rest of it should make this tool a breeze. Again, I've been building these tools for the last 16 years. We've got over 8,000 happy customers that and I get emails from you guys almost weekly, a few emails every week telling us about how our tools have helped you, how easy you found them to use, and how much you've appreciated the customer service. In addition, feel free to go over our Google reviews. I think we've got almost 120 Google reviews as of this recording. Feel free to kind of go through them and see what a lot of my customers say about us. So without further ado, let me show you how the tool works. Let's think for a moment that you have a list of these trips, these based on the trucking routes from different addresses. As you can see, the addresses in here are full addresses. We also, because the tool uses Google Maps API, you can use zip codes or cities or partial address. It's very forgiving in the type of addresses that you can use, but obviously the more detailed the address, the more accurate the driving distance. Once we do that, we also need to enter the weight. Each one of these trips can have a certain weight that we're moving from one address to the other. The other part that's important to set up, and maybe I should have done this before, is in our settings tab. We have Google Maps API key. Again, I'll go over this, how to set this thing up. Same with the Carbon interface API. But what you really need is the distance unit. So the tool allows you to choose between miles and kilometers. If you're in US, you probably want miles. Outside of US, most likely you'll use kilometers. Also the weight units. So this will be this weight units in here. In this case, we're using miles and pounds. And then the other part would be the carbon units. How many carbon units would this trip emit? The options are grams, pounds, kilograms of metric tons. In this case, we'll choose kilograms. And once we've done that, we kind of go back to our trips. We put a few trips or as many as thousands of trips. The tool will allow you to enter as many trips as you want, and obviously the weight. In this case, we already decided the weight will be in pounds. Once I do that, I need to do two things. The first thing, I'll click on calculate the distances. The tool will generate those mileage between those to and from addresses. Obviously this is in the same city in California. Short distance we have here from New York to Maryland, which is a little bit longer, and so forth. Once I've done this, the tool has calculated the miles, the distance in miles or kilometers, depending on what we chose. The next step we'll click on is calculate carbon. And this will give us the carbon footprint of each one of these trips based on this weight and based on the driving distance between the two in the carbon units that we chose. If I decide to kind of go back and let's say I want to choose, I just realized, I don't need it in kilograms, I need it in pounds. I can go back in here, click on calculate carbon, and we'll convert those carbon units to pounds. And really, it should be as easy as that. Thank you for watching this. To download the tool, feel free to click on the link in the description. It should take you to the place where you can download this, and it will make your carbon calculation a breeze. Also, if you've got any questions, feel free to give me a call or email me. Here is my name, my phone number, and my email address. Yes, I do answer the phone. Actually, one of the biggest surprise that people get on their face is when they call and actually pick up the phone. There's no answering service, usually me answering the phone, and they say, I can't believe that you actually picked up the phone. So feel free to give me a call, whether it is any questions on this or any of our other tools. You're welcome to kind of browse through the rest of the tools on the website. I believe we've got over 50 something different tools that we've built over the last 16 years. And again, thank you for watching this, and until next time.